Last week I talked about one of the most underrated weapons in the finals, so today I thought it'd be fun to talk about the most overused weapon in the finals. And I'm sure you know which one I'm talking about. I know you're not that stupid. Adam. The Model 1887. It's pretty close to impossible to get into a lobby that doesn't have at least one medium class running this weapon. It's literally everywhere. Oh fuck. So why is this weapon being picked over every other medium weapon in the game right now? Well, it's the strongest close range weapon medium has right now, and when I say strong, I mean fucking strong. Ow. The model can 2-tap lights and mediums, and it can 3-tap a heavy, that is if you're hitting all your shots. It's incredibly overpowered in a lot of situations because most of the fighting you do takes place in close range distances. On certain maps like Fortune Stadium for example, you're gonna see tons of people using it because the map encourages close range weapons. I played a game against a team running 3 models and heal beams on Fortune Stadium, and you can bet your ass that mine was kicked. The truth is, it gets to a point where the Model 1887 shapes the entire game meta. It's why you see so many people in ranked lobbies using it. People aren't just choosing it because it's fun, it's a strategic move to win more games. Teams using the models can push aggressively and rely on sheer firepower in close quarters, and if you're not using it, you're left scrambling harder than these scrambled eggs. My god, they look so good. When one weapon becomes so dominant, it stops being about skill or strategy and starts feeling like more of a necessity. It's not that people don't want to try other loadouts, they just don't want to be left behind in the meta. The finals has a decent weapon roster, so it's disappointing to see one weapon take up so much space in the game. It's not like Embark is unaware of how strong the model is. They attempted to nerf it last week, but it literally feels the exact same as it did before the nerf. The devs are actually really good at communicating with us, and leave things like dev notes sometimes as to why they're making certain changes. And I get they don't want to make massive changes to the model, but the changes they made to it were so insignificant that it made no difference to the weapon at all. Now don't get me wrong, there's still some situations that really put the model in a disadvantage. The first thing that comes to mind is when you get the suspended structures. Other players will be beaming you from the structures and there isn't really much you can do. Sure, you could jump pad or zipline, but you're pretty well guaranteed to take a good amount of damage before the engagement even begins. So how do you counter this damn thing? You don't. I'm just playing. One of the best things you can do if you're in a one-on-one with a medium shotgun user is to get the fuck out of there and regroup with your team. Seriously, it's not worth the fight. Unless you're light using something like the sword or shotgun, just retreat. Use movement and gadgets to get out of your situation and stick with your team. He can't shotgun all of you, it doesn't matter how aggressive they are. Another thing is if you can get the movement down, you can usually get them to miss a shot or two, which is super useful because the time to shoot the next pellets is pretty long. With all this said, the model still takes skill to use, and I'm not trying to put anybody down that uses it. Managing to time your reloads correctly and cancelling them at the right time to shoot an enemy is really important when using it. So is having the patience to know when you're going to hit your shot, so you wait to line it up correctly. I would just love to see more players experimenting with other weapons. I find some of my lobbies recently to be a bit boring when I'm fighting off at least 3 mediums with shotguns every time. Some of my best moments in the finals have come from using off-meta weapons. There's this unique rush when you pull off a clutch play with a weapon that people underestimate. I get a lot more enjoyment from the game when using something like the revolver.
Nice. Back over here. Nice.
It's a light.
Nice.
The steamrollers have returned to the
We're crazy. We're fucking
is currently at risk of being eliminated.
Oh, yeah.
This video is actually revolver propaganda. Use the revolver, it's so fucking good. So I challenge you, Adam, to try something different. Next time you're in a game, pick up a different weapon and just see how it goes. That's really all I got for today. Just want to talk about why so many people are using the model right now. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and comment on how you're feeling about the model right now. I'll see you next time.